welcome to the Real MVPs podcast. We are four sisters who share the crazy in our lives, who we are, and hopefully get a laugh out of you guys while we're doing it. Today, we are going to introduce a new segment into our podcast. We're going to introduce our version of health and fitness. This is where we're going to discuss our version of what we think is healthy, how we approach health, how we approach fitness, and all of that it involves. As we've mentioned before, we have a sister who has diabetes. And whether she wants to recognize it, fully accept the fact that she has diabetes is still in question. But Leah, you had a doctor's appointment this week. Why don't you tell us how that went?
So just to give you guys a little bit of a backstory, I was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes about a year ago now. And it has been quite the journey. Started off pretty scary, got it under control. And so it's taking me a while to come to grips with the fact that insulin is now a part of my life. I haven't quite accepted it yet, I'll be honest, but I'm working towards that. So this week I had my appointment with my endocrinologist, and we're walking through some stuff. He's looking at my A1C for the past 3 months and checking all my numbers. And when I'm getting ready to leave, he goes, you're not really doing as well as I thought. So I want to have you back in 4 months rather than 6 months because I want to do a check-in. And I was like, sure, no problem. So I leave my appointment, go get in my car, and drive to Nothing Bundt Cakes and buy 3 cakes on my way home from my doctor's appointment.
The appointment where he just said you're not doing a good job? Cool.
Yeah.
It sounds right. I mean, it sounds on course for our family.
Were you buying these for like a friend, or these are like you're gonna like eat and spit out?
No. Yeah. No, they were for us. So I go to my car and I'm like, okay, I'm in an area where I'm not usually here because my appointment's, up the freeway a little bit, and I'm not usually in that area very often. So I'm like, what's a bakery around here that I could go to? So I just Googled bakeries in my Google search near me, and Nothing Bundt Cakes came up. And so I'm like, 3 minutes away. Cool, I'm there. So I stop, and then I see across the street there is another like kind of hometown bakery, and I'm contemplating, should I go there too, or do I wait? And I'm like, no, I better not.
So his words literally just like in one ear out the other, like you're not doing well. Instead of 6 months, I want to see you in 4 months. Perfect, thank you. Where can I go get dessert?
She's like, you think I'm not doing good now? Wait till I leave here.
Yeah. So I come home with 3 cakes, and my husband's like, what is going on? I'm like, nothing. I got Noah one, I got me one, I got you one. And I don't tell him what the doctor says. And so then later on, I'm talking to Chloe and I'm telling her, and he's in the background. He goes, you didn't tell me that. So let's preface this. Our family has a history where, let's say, for example, at Thanksgiving, our dessert table is bigger than our encore or entree table.
But in our defense, it's because we do a pie contest.
Yeah, but it's not to say that it's not unusual for us to have the same, if not more, desserts at our celebrations.
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay, so I blame Mom.
I blame Dad. Do you not recall going to the donut store and we could pick out our donuts, and then we got to eat one on the way home? And don't say anything, but eat one on the way home with your chocolate milk. And then when you get home, you get to eat your donut.
And at home, you would get 2 more.
Yeah.
So in all reality, you got 3 donuts that night or that morning.
And a chocolate milk.
So both of them. It was like they just like desserts. But it's like families like that. Like,
I'm sorry, we have an aunt that went on a licorice diet.
What?
Yes. One of our aunts only ate licorice. She went on a licorice diet.
When was this?
When we were kids. So,
well, I mean, think about all the crazy diets.
I was just going to say.
I'm pretty confident We have all done every
single
diet that is out there.
Yep. I remember
Or a version-
even as far back as doing the wheat germ. We did the wheat germ diet. And
remember the one diet Mom did with the mushrooms, the mushroom tea? And she would grow those mushrooms that were like, that
was foul.
is still so to me.
Pretty gross.
That was gross. That was foul.
Because God forbid you just count your calories.
Or just watch your
Mother and
That's too much
God
work.
forbid we just count our calories and just, I don't know, lose.
But it's not that easy, though. I mean, I don't like that when people are like, just count your calories.
Calories
Okay,
in,
I
calories out.
Literally what it is, though. It's science.
No, I think it's my makeup, my body. I think I'm going to donate my body to science because I think they're going to be baffled. They're going to be like, oh, you have a problem.
They're going to be baffled with mine.
Well, yeah, Leah might be.
Like type 2 diabetes and type 1 diabetes and still manages to eat the cake.
And by the way, because Mom says diabetes, Caleb, who is 11, calls it diabetes. The other day, he's like, so is Aunt Leah the only one with diabetes? I'm like,
No.
It's diabetes. Grandma calls it diabetes. And then Luke still says Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. So anyway, the diabetes, but isn't it hereditary or no?
Yeah, there's some genetics involved.
Yeah. So there's that too. But
Yeah.
But who? Because we have a niece. She just turned 18 and she was diagnosed. Gosh, how many years has it been?
Long time.
10 years?
10, 12.
Yeah. About 10 years.
And
ago.
she's the first one on our side who.
Didn't Grandpa Gully have it?
Yeah.
Grandpa Gully had type 1?
Well,
I did ice cream.
Wasn't he sneaking ice cream when he died?
Well, he was
think
eating an ice
yes.
cream cone, but does that mean he had
'Cause he was-
diabetes?
Cut off.
He didn't.
Yeah,
he-
he had diabetes.
Yeah. We'll have to fact.
I thought he had it. I told my doctor he had it. So.
Yeah, I think that's what in my
No, for sure.
in my family history, I've got him down with diabetes. I mean, if you don't, then
he's the only person I put down with any kind of medical history.
Well, the heart, he had that open heart surgery and they were able to skim the fat off of his blood.
What?
oh my gosh, Christine, the blood was here and like the fat was here, and they had to like skim it. Like there was a layer. See, it's hereditary.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It's not us. I can't. You can count calories. You can exercise. Do you not recall the amount of sprints I had to do at the park with Margie for boot camp? I had to pull a Jeep, and I did not lose any weight. I was on that dumb meal plan.
You looked good back then. I mean, you look good now. But back then, you could tell you worked out.
I'm thinner now than I was back then.
No.
I went to the park
No.
3 titimes a week.
That could be real. Was that when you were wearing your button-up shirts? Like you had one? Because you do look better now than
Yeah.
that. I mean, not that you look bad then.
It was
But-
that era. It was that era.
The pink ones.
I had
and
turquoise. I mean, you named
Turquoise, blue,
the
black.
ones. Yeah,
color of the
turquoise.
rainbow. I had them all.
Oh.
It was her and those colored shirts were.
Excuse me, I was a businesswoman back then. Okay.
I'm not wearing shirts. Like, did you sleep in the, like, I don't recall you.
I was too fat. It was like my comfort. Like I could pull it closed if I was feeling like back away or whatever.
You could pop a button if you ate too much.
Oh, I didn't button those. Are you
No,
kidding me?
She didn't
Oh,
button
that's
it.
right. There was a tank
Oh,
top on it.
I still have the black tank tops that I wore. I wore a black tank top the other day. I
You
have-
were what was nice is you were kind of like a man in the sense where it's like go into a business meeting, wear that shirt, go into the grocery store, wear the collared shirt. You had one for every occasion, but then you had the tank tops going out. This is my going out.
No, it
This
was a
is my-
tank top to wear under the button up. This was not a tank top to wear on its own.
But did you have a
Did you-
lacy? But you had a lacy, like a no, just oh.
No.
No.
Just a
I
black.
had a sheer collared shirt.
I
if
still have
recall.
that. I still have that one. I have the zebra print one
out.
and the star one, and I got it out the other day, but it's got so many snags in it. I was going to wear it.
I think that was your going out shirt.
Mm-hmm.
That was
Yeah.
I don't remember that one.
Yeah. It was black and white, and it was sheer, and it was like, it's kind of like, ooh, you can see the tank top underneath, like fun, flirty. Mm-hmm.
spaghetti straps.
I remember you'd wear it with this long black skirt.
I had a long black skirt. I had a long jean skirt. I also had
that era was jeans.
No, that era was the black era.
No, because I recall a wedding rehearsal of hers that she had the long jean skirt on and the shirt, the button shirt.
Oh my gosh! For my first wedding, I was wearing the blue button shirt. Uh-huh.
That was not the same era, I don't believe.
I think the era has lived twice.
The era has lived twice. Yeah.
I think we had a phase, and then did she morph into the jogger phase, the real comfort?
The jogger
And
phase.
then-
No, the swooshy pants.
No.
Remember the swooshy pants with all of
Yes.
the t-shirts? That was after I got married the first time.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
'cause I remember going into the office and seeing her and being like, "Girl, you didn't get dressed again today."
I did get dressed.
Remember the hair clips that you were doing at that time?
Listen,
You've always had a unique style, Jessica.
I still have a very unique style.
True.
My thing is,
Your style now is more diversified. Like, you will wear a sweater, you will wear a t-shirt. I don't know if you still wear a collared shirt. I haven't seen you. I feel like you don't.
I try and
need to
steer
pull one
away. Other than my power blazer that I wore today, I try and stay away from that look because I was going through a lot of ish in my life. In those eras.
I think we have to bury her in her "Take Me to the Sea" or "Life is Better Than."
I don't know what that shirt is. Life is better. What was that? Life is better at the sea.
Take Me to the Sea. Wasn't it Take Me to the Sea? Or the seahorse?
I'm sure I have a picture because I used to wear that shirt. Do you know why? Because it was an off the shoulder. It was like a hip. It was like a young hip thing, like
The Nightmares shirt with the
that
horse
was a
on.
gift. That was a gift. My sleeping shirt that said Nightmare on it, and with the horses.
Horse.
But what's funny is Jessica's not really a beach person, but she rocked the sea shirt.
Do you want to know why? First of all, it was the only thing that I could find that fit me at Old Navy. Okay, I'm in the plus section, and literally that is and I wore it with the tank top underneath. That is the only thing that fit. So I rocked that until it was like, and everybody would make fun of me. I'm like, yo, I'm fat. I'm like 2 tons of fun. I can't find it other than getting a sheet and making myself some fashion moo. That was my option. Take me to the sea.
Yeah, those. I'm just glad you're out of that. I'm glad. I like where you're at now. You're at a good spot now.
I don't follow trends. Like, I just buy, and I shop at Amazon. Amazon is the place. The shirt I have on is Amazon. I don't follow trends. I just buy what I like, and if it's out of style, I don't care. If it's comfortable, I wear it. So, but if anybody wants any styling tips for me, let me. I mean, I can critique an outfit like you wouldn't believe. But
I think if you started to do the Peloton,
Oh gosh.
that would Listen, I have been doing Pilates on the Peloton every day, except for Friday. I couldn't go Friday.
Pause. Listeners, Stiner's addicted to the Peloton. She has been doing the Peloton for I don't know how many years, but she's addicted.
And I bought one. I bought one at midnight because Ho would not leave me alone. And she's texting me, just buy it. I'm like, mother F. I just went online and I bought it. I'm like, here you go. I bought the dumb thing. I have it. I have to replace the screen because we have a golf simulator and I didn't move the bike and my son hit it with his golf club and shattered it. But we did order a new screen.
You finally ordered it? Gosh.
They have it. He needs to just put it on.
I've had it for probably a month and a half. I've had the new screen. Kenny just has to replace it.
You haven't installed it?
Kenny needs to install it.
Do you expect them to install it?
Yeah, because he wants to write it, so he's going to do it. He loves writing it. It's disgusting, but he can't. So I use headphones. He does not. And I'm like, that's not English. He goes, I know, I can't get it. It's German. I don't know what they're saying. He goes, so I just follow the little things, and when it tells me to move my stuff, I move it because I don't know what they're saying. I'm like, What? He goes, I can't find the English.
Okay, now here's what I will tell you is I only ride Cody Rigsby rides.
Same.
But he's hilarious, and all he does is talk about food. He talks about he was at a barbecue place. They have the best ranch. He's hilarious, but he's on our level. Like, he could come and hang out with us and fit right in. He's hilarious. So that kind of makes it more fun. But yeah, it's like, DeAnna,
I'm gonna write it.
I am never getting a Peloton. I'm never taking your advice again on exercise.
You know what? You're the only person, and I've met a lot, that doesn't like Pilates. Okay, I will tell you though, these really big ladies were at Pilates the other morning. Really big, like they got out of their car, and I'm going, they must be walking into Crumble Cookie.
You mean like my collared shirt era big?
Oh, like their legs are barely moving, right?
Okay.
Go into Pilates, and I'm thinking, good for you, because I just signed up for any class I could get. It was a level 1, which is like entry level. I'm thinking, good for these people, right? Well, then the instructor, we have to get the little blue ball, and you have to go, like, put your legs in tabletop, and you have to rest the ball. Their balls are flinging all over the studio. It is like they are picking it up and just kicking this ball. And I'm thinking, and the instructor's like, okay, like, I can get that for you. She stands up and she's all, I'm done. I'm leaving. And her friend gets up, and the friend's like, we're out of here. And the instructor's like, oh, I'm so sorry. And I'm thinking, okay, you guys are just looking for an excuse, because that exercise, like, was not that hard. Okay. And she even said you don't have to use the ball, right?
But so I think DeAnna tried a level 1 entry beginner, and she didn't have a great experience.
No, it was awful.
Just
why?
DeAnna tried Pilates because Leah and Christine or Stiner do Pilates. Jessica's smart enough to not go follow their advice of it's easy. Basically how they described it was, you're just going to go, they're going to dim the lights, you're just going to lay there. And supposedly you're going to lay there and lift the legs, and you're going to just drop all this weight. Yeah, you don't even sweat.
Lies.
You're in the wrong studio. You need to go to a different studio. I will go with you. I told you I'll go with you. I'm about to just pay for it for you. I will do this.
It was horrific. Horrific. I couldn't talk afterwards. And the entire time I am saying to myself, I hate them. I hate them. This is not what they told me it was supposed to be. I am sweating. And you're doing, what are those flicker things? The flutters, the flickers?
100. Are you on your back or on your stomach?
On my, I would have been one of those ladies if I had to go on my stomach.
Damn it.
No way. The flutters. The 100 kick things.
Oh, the 100s.
Oh,
I kind of doing a 100.
I know.
Okay, I kind of want to write a letter, because you went, so these, there's one owner that owns like 7 studios, and those are the ones that me and Leah belong to. You went to the one studio that's not in our little group, and they obviously like don't do things the same way. Like, it's clearly its own franchise. That's like, you need to go to the other one that I told you I would meet you at. It is such a different experience. Like, you would love it. You would love it.
I think you should try it again, DeAnna.
Oh, yeah. When you try it, I'll try it.
You guys are too far saying that you want to build muscle. This is the easiest way to do that.
It's not said that I want to build muscle.
You said something the other day.
And you did. You want to work on your arms.
Well, yeah. I'm going to do my resistance bands. I just sit here during work and I do my resistance.
That is not going to do it.
No, here's what I was thinking. If you download the Peloton app, I do the arms and ride section. So you stop, and he was just, you're using 3-pound dumbbells. And I was thinking, this is what you guys need to do. Even if you don't have the bike, you can at least do the arms section. And then I was like, I can record it for you.
My problem is I've lost a weight when we moved, so I only have 1. And so I got to find my other 3-pound.
I think we can
split in one of your
3-pound weight.
Daily Amazon purchases, you could throw a 3-pound weight
starters,
in there.
I have cut back on my Amazon purchases. Like, I'm not even joking. I don't even think I got one today. So
I've been catching some.
Well, I'll get to tomorrow's then, okay? Because I know there will be one tomorrow.
No.
Okay.
Are you giving him a break for Sunday? Is that why, Josie?
Dude, we were leaving yesterday and Katie goes, oh, here's your best friend. And I'm like, who? And it was the Amazon guy. I'm like, he's not going to stop. He stopped.
like in our defense to the situation, it's not like we're buying like stuff for ourselves. Like I buy all kinds of household things, and I don't like that I get a bad rap for buying stuff on Amazon. Like
I agree.
Same.
Well, I agree.
Although yesterday was a new skirt and a new top. But other than that, it is.
The spring sales were really good this week.
Well, you know what I wore the other day to our anniversary dinner? The white top with the skirt. I bought a hot pink top and a black skirt. Because I think the pink would look cute with the pattern skirt. And that got delivered yesterday. But he told me to buy it. Because when we were on our way home, he's like, I really like this look. Like, and I said, well, they have different colors. He's like, oh, you should buy it. So then when we got it, he's like, oh, what's that? I'm like, it's what you told me to buy. He goes, oh, okay. Like, but I did hide the carpet cleaner. That's been in my office. I've had that. That's been in my office since I took it out. And he was like, what is this? And I'm like, well, I'm going to clean the carpets. Oh, he helped me. He's like, this was the best purchase. I'm like,
that same one I sent you?
Yes.
Is it the little green machine?
That works really well. That's
Yes.
the one we always couch with.
Yeah, it's called, I think it's called the little green machine, but it's blue.
Oh, mine's green,
Yeah,
but I
it's
have
the
that
little
one
green.
too. I've used it once.
Yeah.
I've used yours. So I've used both yours.
It works really good. I mean, we'll see once it's done drying. Apparently, I didn't suck all the water out on the stair so we had to go redo it. And then he's walking up and he's like, this is going to take forever to dry. I'm like, well, I don't know how I survived 42 years. I mean, I can't do anything right.
Did you put a fan on it?
I have a fan upstairs and I have a fan upstairs. Downstairs. We bought the big old honking airplane fan that DeAnna has in Andrew's room. So that's on the base of the stairs and it's freezing. It is so, I have the heater. I know everybody's going to complain because I've got the heater just a rocking because it's so, I have my heated robe on.
I was painting the bathroom and the boys were painting downstairs. And so I had like the flimsy little tray. I was carrying it up the stairs, get to the top of the stairs where there's carpet. It folds in.
Oh my God.
And over like a whole thing of paint. And I'm thinking, we just got this carpet. We just got this white carpet. So I go get that thing and I like, what do you do? How do you even get like all the paint up before you even start cleaning, right? So I get it up and then I pour a bunch of vinegar on it. And that carpet looked brand new. Wow. Then I forgot to clean that out because then I went and finished painting the bathroom. So now my carpet cleaner is painted white inside and I don't know what to do. So I have tried taking it apart.
I bet you there's a sale going on. You can just buy yourself a new one.
Yeah, but I don't want a new one.
When does it end?
What?
When does that Amazon spring sale end?
I don't know, but I got a couple more.
I didn't know
today.
there was.
I did not know that there was such a sale going on.
I
want a wet dry mop.
Ooh, I just threw one away. I only used it once too.
There's an influencer I follow, and she loves her Tinoco. I think is a wet.
Yeah, but are you talking about the one in Tennessee?
No, I stopped following her. She made me. I'm just irritated with her.
Oh, you did?
Yes, I just can't.
I'm this.
I don't. I want to. Leah and I were talking about this. We like her DIY. Just focus on the DIY. I don't care about what inner revolution you're having with yourself. I don't care what retreat you're on and what you're going through. I just want to see you decorate your kitchen. That's why I followed you.
And there are some people who care, which is totally fine. But we like the makeovers, the home makeovers.
I'm going to stop because you keep saying, send me your email, and I'm going to give a random person an Amazon gift card. Do you know how many times I've sent my email and I have not got a freaking
I never do that.
Oh,
You do that?
Are you kidding me?
I never. I'm like, I don't need your money. No, thank you. I'm okay. $50
$100 Amazon gift card. Yeah, here's my email,
No
Beyonce.
way.
Like, send me the gift card.
Yeah, there's another one I follow. I sign up for her Friday Fun Money Day or something. I want that $100 gift card.
Thing that you sign. No, we're not those people. We're not.
I would never do that. We make our own money. We're okay. We don't need anyone to give us
Speak
their
for your
money.
$100 Amazon gift card.
Speak for yourself. If you're gonna
No way.
give, if you say Amazon gift card, yo ho, Here is my email.
Not
you want my phone number?
I'm not giving anyone my email. Not signing up.
Everybody has my email. I was just telling Stiner, I have to literally, it's like 2,000 emails a day I delete of spam. I mean, not 2,002. It's a lot. I sign up for everything. Oh, you get an additional 10% if you do your email. You get an additional 25% if you do your phone number.
Oh, yes.
Oh, you do your text? I don't do. I stop at text.
Oh.
Heck no.
I do my text. You just opt out. You get your code and then you opt out.
Oh, gosh.
Jessica is such a sucker.
No doubt.
She's going to be...
I'll be on a new website and I'll get the pop-up that says, enter your email for a 10% off your first time purchase. I'm like, I don't need your 10% off. I'm just going to pay for it right now. I don't do any of that stuff.
Nope.
Jessica's going to be the old lady that we're going to have to put a life alert, the credit, because she's going to be like, this guy came over and said I needed a new roof, so I wrote him a check. He said if I write him a check, I get 10% off. We're going to have to monitor her finances and not even that far ahead in the future.
Put her on an allowance every month.
Such a sucker.
Shut up.
Trustee of your life.
I did not know you guys. I always try and figure out who in the world sends in their email addresses.
Jessica.
Okay, those two right there.
I don't do my email. The one that we're talking about, I don't do with her because she drives me crazy. But the other one, you just heart the comment.
Oh yeah, and on those things where it says tag 3 people, like the post.
Yeah, we get your tags.
Yeah. It's supposed to be local friends, but I'm like, who do I know? And the more people you tag, the more entries. I'm done.
Have you ever won?
No, I have not. And it's
your dad's daughter, because you know what you're going to be doing next? You're going to be selling phone cards. What is the other one that's so Amway? You're that person. If I get somebody, and those people get 2 people, and then they get 3 people, the tree spreads.
But it makes sense. That makes sense.
See? You're LP's daughter.
I know.
Hey, Amway was pretty legit, though.
Which one?
Amway.
Oh, well, Amway,
not for us.
Amway.
Is that who Susie's Gate has? That was the Amway people? Susie's Gate?
Yes, there was Amway. That was an Amway house. And so there's diamonds embedded into her.
See? And that place is dope.
I know. That whole room downstairs, the downstairs room was their production extra stock room. That's what they used it for.
I'm about this, man.
So
I used to sell sex toys. Like, what? How am I making money? You just tell me. Like, I'm no shame in my game.
You're not using legitimate streams. It's like a lottery system. I'm gonna.
I know that part does suck. I need to. Maybe I need to be more interactive on their posts.
I think you need to tone in your hustle a little bit. Tone it in a little bit.
I don't think you got to, reach for everything.
I just need one thing to stick. That's all.
I can't believe you do that. That's so
websites, when they pop up, sometimes I will just get off and buy it somewhere else because it's
exactly. It's so annoying.
No, I get annoyed. It's cookies, except this, except no, I'm not. I'm actually going someplace else, and I'm not giving you my business because now I'm annoyed.
You know what I do is I look to see what the price is, and then I go in incognito mode and see if I'm getting a better deal.
Oh, wow, wow.
Somebody else I heard did that.
Huh. Do you know? Somebody went for Amazon Prime. Their friend did not have Amazon Prime. They had Amazon Prime. The friend got it for cheaper that didn't have Prime.
What do you mean?
Because, the price was cheaper for that person that didn't have Prime.
What do you mean? Is Prime an option?
Yeah, you pay extra for Prime. Like $180 a year for Prime.
It was $90.
No, it went up.
It's like 100 and something.
What is it if you don't have Prime? Just Amazon?
Slow deliveries?
You have to pay
for delivery.
You have to pay for delivery.
Who would do that?
And you don't get it the next day.
I think we have relatives that do that because they ask us to use our Prime.
I don't have any that.
I didn't know that was even a thing. Is there something better than Prime?
No.
So you can have Prime and act normal, or you could have less than Prime.
Yeah.
And
because I was trying to figure out, I'm like, do I want to pay for Prime? And then I'm like,
what amount consider that?
The amount I'll have to pay shipping.
When do we pay for Prime? When are we paying
Annually?
for this?
Well, renew. You need to renew. It will annually.
It automatically renews.
Oh, okay. That's probably why. Because I thought maybe, well, I just don't know. I'm just a little bewildered.
Although we just bought Caleb a motorcycle. It's a little bigger than Luke's. And I had to pay $100 for shipping.
Through Amazon?
Amazon. Because
I bet it's for the weight.
No. It was in lieu of getting a new play structure, since we threw away the other one when we moved, they suckered me into getting Caleb a bike.
So what did Luke get?
I'm going to get him the electric drums. And they're not the ones that Kelly suggested, because the ones Kelly suggested were $3,000. These ones are like $199.
Well, the ones that Kelly suggested are the ones that he has, which have been outside in the rain. So he's probably got to buy himself some new electric drums, because I'm pretty sure those ones aren't going to work.
Shut up.
No, he'll take them apart. He will clean every piece. He will.
Do you know who he is?
Undone for about 3 months, and then he'll try to put it back together.
He's Papo.
Mhm.
You married Papo.
Yeah, you did. You married Papo.
Oh, our microwave stopped working last night, and I think it's a blown fuse. And I was like, whatever, let's just buy a new microwave. Like, I don't care. Which turned into us tearing down a wall in the kitchen, which turned into us this entire thing because of the because he doesn't like the placement of the microwave. So then I was like, get a new microwave. Like, what are we doing? Just okay, those microwaves are $1,200. The drawer ones, $1,200. So then I was like, you can go to Home Depot.
Are those, is that good for you, or is that bad for you? Because that's high for me.
A $1,200. I thought microwaves were $80.
Oh, okay. Just making sure, because you were just
do you have a drawer one? I don't remember you having it.
It's in the island across the refrigerator.
Island, but it blew a fuse. So then I was like, well, screw this. So then I went on to find the fuses. So you can buy a fuse for $5. So then now I got to take the microwave apart. And so he's like, well, I still want to knock down the wall. No, sir, we're not doing that.
I have a microwave in my garage. I don't know. It's either red or black. It was Dad's when he was in Louisiana. You want me to bring that down when I come in May?
I bet it's red because it matches the toaster that I've got. The red toaster.
Stiner, which wall does he want to knock down?
We have 2 pantries. There's the main food pantry, and then there's kind of like the storage pantry.
Yeah.
You want to tear down the wall, like the corner of like the storage pantry, because I think it would make it look bigger.
Yeah, it would.
But he's like wanting to do it last night, and I'm like, you just had surgery. I mean, I'm going to have to finish this. I don't want to do this, because by this time, that was after we were trying to get Krispy Kreme. It was like midnight.
Listeners, Stiner and Kelly have ADD, and they do things randomly all the time.
And their house is the Winchester Mystery House.
Yes.
There is constantly work being done, and nothing gets finished.
Unless
you're having a party. I told her, I'm like, well, you know what? Why don't you do it around like the wedding? And then maybe day of, we can all grab a paintbrush and start painting.
Well, he still does temporary fixes, the bathroom vanity. I mean, he ripped that out the day after the party.
Yes, he did.
did a new one.
Story time.
It's not
Jessica was tasked with throwing Stiner a surprise 40th birthday party. Kelly asked her to do that. We show up the day of the party at their house to set up for the party. Major construction going on in the guest bathroom. We were painting
the main
bathroom.
Every guest would have to use, because our bedroom bathroom was still under construction. So
guests had arrived and we were still painting.
No, in order to do vanity, okay? I'm talking to Kelly prior to the party, like leading up to it. I'm talking to Christine. He's like, oh no, the house is going to be ready. Not a problem. I'm like, are you sure? Do we need to have somewhere? No, I got this. Christine's telling me, oh my gosh, the new vanity, the countertop is completely cracked. We can't use it. I'm like, what? It's like 2 days before. She's like, yeah, he's trying to get a new one. He's already ripped out the old one. She's sending me pictures of just pipes. And I'm going, what are we doing here? Like, we can't, no way. And so she's like, well, he's just going to glue it back together. So I'm telling DeAnna, I'm like, have a flower arrangement or something to put on the counter because what is happening? And then they show up. I have Christine at the mall. I hate the mall, but we spend 6 hours at the mall. I'm like, let's go into every store.
I feel like I'd rather have been at the mall.
Oh, I don't know.
I didn't think the mall was that bad. You know what I thought was weird is that we would go into a store and like kind of look around and like not see anything. And I'm like, okay, we can go. And Jessica's like, well, wait, over there. And I'm like, no.
We
She's
sat
like,
at the table at Restoration Hardware for what, 20 minutes? Just like,
spending all this time, like, why don't you go? Because I was buying the dining room table at that point. So I had ordered a dining room table and chairs from Restoration Hardware, but then I ordered chairs from Pottery Barn. And she's like, why don't you go ahead and
Get my phone.
no, it's in the kitchen. You can't find his phone. I normally have to track it for him. Anyways, so she's like, let's go to Pottery Barn and see if we can get fabric swatches to bring back over to Restoration Hardware to match them. And they're like, maybe we could bring a chair over from, and I'm like, I don't think they're going to let us do that. Why don't you go ask? Hi, can I wheel this chair up the stairs of Pottery Barn, out to the area of the mall, over to Restoration Hardware so I can match this up? So I asked the guy, he's like, I could give you like some fabric swatches. And was like, that'll do. I mean, we spent like an hour, which by the way, we ended up returning that table because he hated it.
And it was a nice table.
It was a nice table, but I kept the chairs. Did I tell you guys that? They wouldn't accept the return, and then I had to keep calling. And then I was like, I kind of like these chairs.
where are they? Where'd you put them?
I put them up in the family room, like kind of in that corner.
Where?
Like,
Didn't you buy 8 of them?
No.
I only bought 2 in ones.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
So now my idea, he bought these chairs that are hideous. They're gray. I hate them. I want white. So I was thinking, I'm going to make slipcovers because I can't buy them because the chairs. So I'm like, I'm going to buy a sewing machine.
Yes.
Because how hard?
She tells me this. She goes, how hard could it possibly be? I'm like, it's hard. We aren't those people. And she goes, no, it's got to be easy. I'm like, you have to buy a sewing machine. Okay, I'll buy a sewing machine. I'm like, there is no way you are going to make she does not. She's like, well, I don't see why if I just make a pattern.
Well, you know what I started thinking
I have
about?
a sewing machine. You can borrow it.
Maybe sewing will be my hobby. Like,
Please do it. Please.
I could do
no
creations.
way.
By the way,
It would have to be little projects because I don't have the attention span for like, but I'm not talking about making a wedding dress. I'm like,
You might be able to sew a hem around a square.
yeah, pretty much. We just found Mom's pattern when she got that crazy hair up her butt and bought a sewing machine and was going to make herself a dress. And we had spent hours at Joanne's Fabric trying to find the perfect pattern. Anyways, we just when they lived at the house up the ways, and we just found the pattern. It's all nicely folded with the fabric in a Ziploc bag in my garage. So
I would like
that.
Can you please show me this fabric when you get a spare?
Maybe you could make Mom's dress for her, Stiner.
There you go.
I probably, as long as it's not, if it starts to get really complex, I will lose interest. I will throw it away. But little things like a chair cover, I don't feel like that would be hard because here's what I was thinking. You make the pattern for one. Once you have one, it's just like repeat. So it's just
okay, so you have a project. You need to go pick up the sewing machine from DeAnna, go get your fabric, find your pattern, and we want to report. How long do you think it'll take? A month?
Joanne's is going out of business, so
you fabric.
might be able to go get some quick, cheap fabric, or you're going to have to find yourself a specialty fabric store. Oh wait, Hobby, doesn't Hobby Lobby sell that material?
Oh, yes, they do. There you go. Go to Hobby Lobby.
Walmart sells
And
material.
Yes,
Walmart does too.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I really want like a really nice sewing machine though. I'm gonna research them.
I think for this, instead of spending the money, just borrow. And then if
Like,
you feel, you know what, I need to do some fancy stitching, you can upgrade. But I think right now we just stick with the basics.
How much is a sewing
Oh
machine?
gosh, there's some nice ones out there.
Like
Chloe
$500?
just got one, and I think it was $450.
$450 for a sewing machine?
I didn't spend that much.
Well, maybe on the spring sale on Amazon, you can get yourself a nice one.
Because I thought you were going to say there were thousands of dollars.
What?
I thought you were going to say there were thousands of dollars.
No, like embroidery.
Yeah, like the
machines
long
are
arm
thousands
quilting
of
machines and
dollars.
stuff. Those are.
Oh,
But
no, I'm
not
not going to make
sewing
quilts. I'm going to just make probably clothes,
Well,
hem my
that
hat.
might be your transition. Though. You might start with clothes and then embroider. And pretty soon
You
you
can
got
make you guys all a comforter for your beds.
Well, those would be
Furniture
easy. Those
line.
are just square.
True, but the padding, I feel like you got to get the
Are we
padding.
high? Are we high, people? Oh, those are easy. Those are just squares. Have we met ourselves?
I've made a quilt.
I've never made anything because I don't like that kind of stuff. But I just need some slip covers for my chairs. That's all I need. I need that.
I know.
Does Amazon not have any slipcovers?
These are wide and then they go forward, so they're not like just a square. It's like a funky chair.
So that'll
So
be easy. That'll
It's
be
gotta
easy.
be custom chair covers.
DeAnna, do you still knit?
I mean, I know how. I haven't done it.
Okay, for whatever reason, Luke wants to learn how to knit, and he wants to know if you'll teach him while he's there.
Yes, I will.
I was going to buy him a beginner's knitting kit. I don't know where this is coming from, but he said if Aunt Danny could teach you, so I'm going to order that, and I may just have it sent to your house.
Ooh, we could do a knitting class.
The blankets where you have like the little tools. Is that
Yeah, like
knitting?
chopsticks.
No, that's crochet.
No,
Oh.
crochet
Is
is
knit-
the one with the hook, and then you got the knitting needles.
What do you got the needles like chopsticks?
I cannot figure out crocheting to save my life.
What's the difference between knitting and crocheting?
It's different yarn loops. I actually like
I don't-
more. There's better patterns for crochet. They're like cuter stuff. I cannot figure it out.
A crochet, there's cute. Like, what are you talking about? You're knitting or crocheting?
Like they're like hats, beanies.
How old are you?
Maybe you should crochet some doilies for the back of the couch.
Who is like, I wish I had my crocheted hat. It's cold outside. Who's wearing this? I need a
She made no. When Caleb was a little baby, that wasn't crochet. That was
knitted.
I still have it. A little knitted beanie with a little ball on the top. It was super cute.
She made India that
I made
skirt.
India that
was
skirt.
really
Yeah, she
cute.
wore that
Oh,
for
that's-
years.
understand what knitting is versus crocheting. Is that needlepoint? Remember you used to make words on a
That's
thing?
cross stitch.
Yeah. Crochet is you have this little instrument. It has a hook on the end, and you just kind of go like this.
Like chain. It's chaining, and
Yeah.
I cannot figure it out.
I'll teach you once I learn. I'll probably learn that in my sewing class.
What does Luke want to make? A scarf?
I don't know. On the kits, there's different things that you can make, like a scarf or a hat. I'm going to look and see what's the easiest. And then, I don't know. He's just like, I need Aunt Danny, you teach me how. And I'm like, I
Is
don't
he
know if she does it
left-handed?
anymore. Yeah.
Oh, good. Okay. That's easier.
Only your children, Jessica,
What?
would want to learn how to crochet or knit, whatever we're talking about here.
Hey, you know what? I'm letting him figure himself out. And if he could become famous. He could do art or something with it.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. That's exactly what I was thinking. My son's a famous crocheter. He knits. He learned when he was 9. Loves it. He owns it.
Hey, you know what? Maybe he'll make a lot of money and then I won't have to give my email to everybody to try and get my free gift cards.
Well, however, will you get your 10% off?
I will say yarn's expensive. Like there's really good yarn and then there's cheap yarn. And the cheap yarn is a bummer because if you've got cracked fingers and you're knitting and it gets all hung up on your fingers, but the nice like merino wool yarn, those are expensive.
Well, Jessica, you better be ready to shell out your email address. Sounds like some discounts. Maybe you can enter to win a lifetime of free yarn.
Do you know I have 4 email addresses and I use all of them?
I have
I don't all of the things that you enter. Do you enter those contests 4 times?
Oh, I'll enter. Oh yeah, I'll enter them 4 times.
Oh my god!
This is
actually takes some time too.
No, it doesn't have to be. You can get some really good. You can get some savings. Okay,
but you've never won.
But that's different. I'm talking about. Okay, that is true. In the lottery things, I don't win. Those I don't enter 4 times because it's connected to my Instagram account, so I can't because it's the same name. So that doesn't work. But I'm talking about when they say enter in your email address for a discount or whatever. So say I buy something at a store and I already got my 15% and I find something else at that store. I want another 15% as a new customer. I just enter in the new email address and I get my other 15%. I'm sorry. I bought Christmas pillows and I got like $40 off. On my Christmas.
Wow.
Okay. Yeah.
Wow.
So it worked.
What'd you do with that $40?
Over on Amazon and got herself some more stuff.
Right.
Maybe I did. Maybe I didn't. But whatever. Savings is savings. Okay.
Oh. So have you guys heard the drama? Listeners, another thing, we are not going to be getting into politics on our podcast. We feel like everybody can have access to their politics. We don't discuss politics. However, we did have a faux pas this week with some of our government officials texting in the wrong group chat. Have you heard about this?
Yeah.
And so I wanted to get your thoughts on group chats and if you can. Are you pro or con group chats?
I like a good group chat. However, it's a bitch to keep track of all of them because...
But doesn't it give you a little bit of anxiety? Because we have several group chats that we have going on. And I feel like I have to look at who we're sending to.
Well, yeah, but... Okay, here's my thing with group chats. I feel like when I'm bored and I'm like, oh, did you guys see this? It's like crickets. And the second I get busy, like when I am doing my Peloton, it's like ting, 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 ting. And I'm like, stop. Like, and then it starts to annoy me. So I feel like the group chats pop off at like really inopportune times. And that's when the conversation gets like super heavy when I am sleeping or something. And you just, please stop.
If we were all ladies of leisure, like you, perhaps.
Hardly that, but okay.
I'm just my favorite is the other morning. We have a sister that lives on the East Coast, and she does her quiet time at dark 30, meaning it's about 3 a.m. our time. And she's trying to book us an Airbnb for when we all go back there in May. And I think I woke up to 22 text messages.
I woke up to 59 that day. And I'm just like, what is happening? Why are we doing this at this time right now? That's my problem. Where it's like, and then you like go through them and there's not really substance.
It shouldn't take you very long to read them then. If I'm sending something, I tell you guys, before you respond, look at what chat you're responding to, because it's just at work. We use Slack, and I was complaining about our like IT team, or what would you call them? What were they at the time, DeAnna? Development team, whatever.
Tech support. And
they had taken off for a holiday, and in the chat that they have access to, I'm like, oh, so-and-so is off today, holiday. And they responded, sorry, Jessica, we'll be back tomorrow and help you with your issue. I'm like, oh, cool, thanks, enjoy your day off. I'm like, oh my gosh. I am now, like, I check it like 6 times before I hit send because I just know I am going to be talking smack about somebody and hit send, and it's going to be in the company-wide channel, and you can't erase. It's just.
My worst story is not like necessarily a group chat, but my old boss at the time, who later we found out was an alcoholic, but he told me this whole story, and like he's dating this really hot chick, blah 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 blah, and I'm sitting there, and like we shared an office, and I'm like typing this out for my friend, like, oh, check this out. So apparently he's dating this chick, yeah, right, blah blah blah. I send it to him, and I don't even know that I did until he walks back into the office and goes, "Thanks for the recap," and I'm like, oh. I go to sit mail, send it directly to him.
Oh my gosh!
I mean, you know when you're hot and like you just like you don't know how to talk and you get all like jittery and you're just like, oh, hey, did you the worst ever.
I called somebody and didn't know my phone had called them and was talking smack about them, and then I hear hello, and I'm like, what the? Look, oh, I had called them. I'm like, what are the two?
You and I were talking and you butt dialed them.
Yes,
we
were two. Yes, they're just, I mean, going off, and then it like is quiet, and then we hear hello. Like, what is that? And I'm like, oh, it's her.
Yes. We're sweet like that. We are sweet like that. Yeah, the group chats you just got to really double check, but
it's almost stressful.
Kenny hates a group chat. Don't ever include him in one. I'll kill you.
Guys, I don't feel like guys are on the same level with group chats.
No.
Or theirs are like very few answers. Mm-hmm. Like, yeah, 7 works.
Well, nothing bothers them. Huh? Nothing bothers them, so.
No, because
they just talk about whatever they're going to do, and then they're done.
Oh, yeah.
The girl would be like, what is everybody wearing? What are you wearing? How do you think this looks? Where guys, I mean, who I'm soon to be married to rolls up to restaurants and realizes he doesn't have buttons on his shirt and then has to then therefore ask the server if he has a safety pin, which he does not. So he has to like makeshift.
It was hilarious. They come walking in and he's walking in like with his arm like over it. I'm like, well, that's very proper. Peter goes, he realized he doesn't have any buttons on his shirt, sits down, and it just opens. I'm like, okay, well, this doesn't look. So he's trying to fashion buttons. So he asks the waiter, does he have paper clips? Does he have like anything that can help?
Fashion and closure, a button. And the best part about that was that Kenny, we went to dinner with Jessica and Kenny is sitting next to him, and he's trying to, and Kenny's sitting there like, you know what, here, pull that closer. Like, Kenny wants to dive in, and he's like, it's fine, I got it. And he's like, no, pull that through. Here, pull that through. And he's like, no, it's fine. And Kenny's just like, okay, but I'm like, wow, okay. Yeah, we got halfway there, and then he was hot, so he put his shirt on, it's wide open, he's got the air going. And then we were almost there, and he goes, I don't have any buttons. And I said, oh, that is the shirt that one night that you ripped off. So
I think he had a top button. So he buttoned the top one, and then it was just open. And I'm like, and then every now and then while he was eating, it would pop open. And I'm like, I can see your belly button. I can see your belly button.
He doesn't care. That's why. He doesn't care. He has no shame. He has no shame. He does not, like, we'll run up to the club, which has a dress code, mind you. He has paint all over him, paint all over his legs. He'll have holes in his shorts. He'll have a hole in his shirt, dirty, hair not done. And I'm like, I'm kind of shocked we're not getting letters about this. Like, and I'm also shocked they have not asked you to leave. Nope. Or not be a member there if you can't class yourself up just a little bit. And he doesn't care. And I'm like, well, try growing up poor. Then you'll care if you look poor as a grown-up. Okay?
Yeah, that has to be it. Because there's no way. Yeah. There is no... I was trying to get ready for church today. And everything that I showed Mom, I'm like, how's this look? Well, it looks fine. I'm like, what don't you like about it? Kay's like, no, it looks great. Everything you have on is wrinkled, but it looks fine. It's okay. All right. You just look like an unmade bed, but it's fine. So I go change. I come back. Is this better? First of all, I had the boys take a picture of me to see what it looks like. It looks like I'm not wearing a top because it's the same color of my skin, the one that I ended up going with because it wasn't wrinkled. I'm like, oh my gosh. It was it was the worst outfit I have ever worn, and I will never wear it again. God awful high-waisted
You
pair of
actually
jeans.
ended up wearing it?
Yeah, because I had the picture taken after. When I got home, I thought, I have an idea. I'll have you take a picture once we get home. Take the picture, and I'm like, I'm mortified. And Caleb's like, do you like the pictures? I'm like, no, I don't like the pictures. This is the most hideous outfit.
Why are we looking in the mirror?
I did, but all my mirrors are skinny mirrors. I don't get the real what I look like. High-waisted skinny jeans from Abercrombie. My shirt tucked in the front. My power blazer. Some boots with
I bet it
heel.
was cute.
Why was it that cute? That'd be cute.
Send us the picture.
Oh no, I will not.
Not sit right. Like the pants didn't sit right. I can't wear my power blazer because I feel like I work at the restaurant and I am like a server in my blazer.
I tried to scrunch up. You know how the influencers? Well, my arms are too fat, so it was like literally. I during church, I'm like, so I got it scrunched up to here, and then it was like
use a scrunchie. Use a scrunchie or a big rubber band. That's how some of them do it.
And I'm like,
too tight, David.
it went up to about here, but I didn't like that look. I wanted it up here, and so it pushed the fat. It was a whole thing. I could not wait
What color was the blazer?
It's black. It's power blazer.
Oh. I love my blazers. I wear them all the time.
Blazers? Do you have multiples?
I have more than one. Yeah. I have a white one and I have a black one.
I have a white one and I look like a bartender and I can't wear it. I just feel like people are going to come up and ask me for wine suggestions.
I don't have a blazer.
Oh, Amazon. I'll send you the link.
Me and Justin both got them, and we were going to go out and we were going to wear our blazers. And I was like, we look like freaking the power CEO. Like, we just got off work. We're CEOs. Ask us anything. Like, it was so unnatural.
The problem was when I bought it, it didn't fit. And then I missed the window to return it, but it fits now. So, non-scale victory, NSF, NSV. But it fits now. So
I've never heard that non-scale
really
victory?
Well, you don't have to diet.
You don't have a weight problem.
Yeah.
You've not been on
several. What does that mean? What does it mean?
Non-scale victory. So you have a victory that's not weighing on the scale, like you tried on pants.
Like my yesterday experience at Nordstrom would be an NSV.
Okay.
It's like, okay, I'm not losing weight according to the scale, but my clothes are fitting. So it's like, woo.
Non-scale victory.
Got it.
NSV. So when you see on posts, you wouldn't probably be following the same people we're following. But when they say NSV, you know it's a non-scale victory.
You know,
so they were able to fit into a pair of
for the bright side.
Yeah.
Yes, because that scale does not move for weeks and weeks on end, like where I'm right in the middle of. And you need an NSV to keep going.
So you're back in a plateau?
A stall. I've decided to call it a stall and not a plateau.
You increase your food intake?
How much food could you possibly eat?
She didn't.
Yes,
yes,
I did.
She did.
Yes, I did. But it's I don't. How much food can you eat?
Well, how much are you eating? Maybe that's
what's your
What are you eating? Are we eating croissants from the bakery?
No, I wish I was eating foods that desserts to warrant that non-scale movement.
Yes, I call yes. Every other freaking sentence is Chip made the best lemon loaf.
But I don't. I have a bite of it. I don't eat the whole thing, and I have a bite of it. That's it.
Ooh, I made a good coffee cake this morning. What was
you made a coffee cake after buying 3 nothing but cakes?
Oh, we forgot to also add that Leah does Pilates every morning at 6 a.m. story time. And then she will stop at Nugget and get herself a bombolini and eat the bombolini after Pilates.
Wait, aren't you not eating it? Aren't you spitting them out?
Yes, but I'm enjoying it very much, immensely. I enjoyed it. I mean, it is like the epitome of my day to get my little drink and a bombolini or some kind of desserty breakfast thing and just sit, get on Instagram and have that time of just enjoying.
And do you spit it out into the same napkin, or do we have multiple napkins we're spitting this enjoyment out of?
We have multiple
Okay.
napkins. My paper towel bill is really high right now.
I would imagine so. Just spit it out. Get a paper plate.
When I come visit you, I'm gonna have to bring you I'm gonna buy you 3 paper towel rolls.
Why can't you spit it out into like a solo cup?
Ew.
Oh, I don't want to see
Yeah.
it.
That's right up there with chewing.
Yeah,
it's wrapped up and it's put aside. I don't have to see it. And so I take my next bite and it's just delicious.
But you still will spike. You still spike.
I need to find out why I'm spiking and when I'm doing that.
Because isn't it like a cake into your saliva?
Yes.
Like
your body is still absorbing it.
If there's a listener out there who can explain to me why, if you eat something and spit it out, it still spikes your blood sugar, I would love to know the answer to that.
It's going in.
No, it's not. It's not.
Yeah.
Well,
it's not.
Is you're absorbing calories in your mouth, and it's not like absorbing them in when it's like in your stomach. So it must be somehow breaking down. Your saliva is breaking down enzymes. It's still, but like, how much are you absorbing?
Barely. That's what I don't understand. If you look at maybe if I swallowed, a tiny corner or something, but the amount of the spike does not make sense to me for how little I actually.
So if you test, what if you swallow?
Oh, I can't take that.
I have an idea. At your 4-month checkup, why don't you ask your doctor why, when I put the cake in my mouth and spit it out, why am I still spiking? Maybe they can give you some answers.
I know. Kirk's like, did you explain to him what you're doing? And I was like, no.
I just Googled this, and it says, "How do I know if I need help for chewing and spitting disorder?"
Is it a thing? Is it a thing?
Actual support group, findingbalance.com.
Oh, you need to find balance, Leah.
No, I just need to not have diabetes. That's all it is.
Or maybe some self-control, I guess, any way to look at it.
I say just do the insulin.
Well, so my doctor told me that he wants me doing a baseline every day now. But I haven't.
But this says saliva breaks down some things and you swallow the saliva, so you swallow calories. That's what I think it is. How long do you have it in your mouth for?
Not long at all. Barely.
But if you do the insulin, the baseline, wouldn't you be able to enjoy these foods again?
I think I would have to administer too much insulin to enjoy these foods.
Well, maybe don't get a cake and then the next day make a coffee cake. Spread it out. Make the cake last the whole week, not the evening.
It's such a good coffee cake. If you want the recipe,
I want the recipe.
Yeah, I'll take it.
So
Chip's mom had a good one. We have a recipe too. But do you use the bundt cake pan?
Bunt.
On this one, I don't. I use an 8-inch.
The babunt? You don't use the babunt cake?
Bundt cake. And those we have nice, well, I wouldn't say nice ones, but they're intricate designs, and they are such a pain to wash.
Yeah, I can imagine that. Kurt comes in, and I'm on a Great British Bake Off kick right now, which I have been for months. And he comes in, he's like, the cake's pretty good. I go, it's what I'm learning on the Great British Bake Off. Like, Prue would be so proud. I want to make a crim pat so bad. I've got to figure out how to make a crim pat.
I don't know what that is.
I don't either, but they got it all the time. Some kind of custard thing.
You know what I don't get is you know how they talk about a sponge cake? What is a box cake? What kind of cake is that? What are these cakes? All these different.
Yeah, they have a Genoese sponge cake, a Victorian sponge cake. That's what I don't understand. What is differentiating? What's the ingredient that differentiates between it being a Genoese, a Victorian, a
What's
creme pie, Chantilly cream. Like, I want to know all of that. Yeah. But
I went through that phase. I'm over that phase. That phase just makes me want to eat those kind of sweets. That's why I can't watch it anymore.
I think that's what's happening to me.
Oh,
Kenny and I watch Top.
I bet that is.
Yeah. Kenny and I watch
Yeah.
Top Chef, and he has to eat while we're watching it. And I'm not hungry, so I don't eat. But like last night, he bought a burrito from Walmart, the kind you microwave. It stunk so bad. And he sat there and ate that whole thing while we watched Top Chef. And I think that's the problem. It was the same thing with Biggest Loser. I'd have to eat something sweet when I watched Biggest Loser.
Yeah, I had to have ice cream with Biggest Loser.
I made brownies and cookies one time during.
Yeah, see?
Which brings us back to our health and fitness segment.
That was during my collared shirt days.
I bet it was.
Well, I mean, let's just call out the family favorite, though. And I could sit and eat a whole bowl of the Muddy Buddies.
Oh, yeah.
Those are incredible.
Well, that and double chocolate malt crunch.
Yeah. The Muddy Buddies, though, that's you can't just stop. Like you just get a little bit, and then you eat them, and you're like, okay, and then you get a little bit more, and then by the time you realize you've eaten the whole bowl, you're just like,
yeah.
That's.
Then I'm going to get a fever blister from the peanut butter.
Stiner, please make them for Easter.
You know what though? Like when I had them, I had like a dry one. Like every once in a while you get like the dry one, and then sometimes you get like the cluster, which is just like the mother load. I gotta figure out how do we not get. Would rather have more clusters than like the one-offs where you're like, you know what I mean? I gotta figure
powdered
sugar. More powdered sugar?
That's the problem. It's not coated in powdered sugar. Aren't you saying that?
No, I'm saying it like barely has chocolate.
What'd be cute in the Muddy Buddies for Easter is the mini Easter M&Ms.
And this is why we've gone from working out to now what we are going to eat next for the next holiday. And this is why our dessert table is bigger than the actual entree table, because we're fat. Even if we're not physically fat, this is what people don't understand. Because people are like, you're not fat. I am a fat kid at heart. I don't care what size I physically am. I am a fat person deep down. I'm a fat little kid, and I love cake, and I love Muddy Buddies. I love all these things. So yeah, I consider myself, I identify, if you will, as a little fat kid. And I got a little fat kid living in here right now who is hungry. Right now I'm hungry. And I've been trying to think how I can get somebody to bring me something to eat and how I'm going to eat while I'm on this camera. I can't figure it out. And then I've been sitting here thinking, what am I going to eat when I'm done? And I think it's going to be Chipotle.
Oh, you got to go get it?
Well, Kirk
I
cannot figure out our family and sweets in any way, shape, or form.
Oh, see, Kenny is just he's worse than we are. He has to have dessert every night. I mean, if we don't have sweets in the house, he eats a sleeve of graham crackers and a big glass of milk every night. Like he is all about the sweets. And
even when we didn't have money, like growing up, we had money to go get, maybe this is why I don't like it, but frozen yogurt every night. Remember when Mom was in the frozen yogurt kick?
Mm-hmm. Oh, you know what I hate is when I'm like, what do we want for lunch? She's like, let's get a frozen yogurt. Okay, the problem with that is Jessica goes and gets her frozen yogurt. She's still hungry. So then I go and I eat lunch. I'm like, no, because my frozen yogurt isn't with fruit and granola. Mine is chocolate and vanilla swirl, this much. Then you get your Reese's. Then you go back for some more swirl. And then you get some more Reese's. We went with our cousin. She's like, oh my gosh, I love this place. She's got freaking strawberries and blueberries. I'm
like fresh, like not even the strawberries like in the gel where it's like, okay, this has been in some sugar. It's like fresh.
And I go, what are you doing? She's like, oh, I just love it. It's so good. And you get the sweet. I'm like, mine alone was like $17. How many Reese's?
Oh, I've been taking Noah lately. We just got one yesterday. I've been taking Noah lately, and Noah's was $11 the other day.
Okay,
Jessica, I told McKenna about how, because we went on this froyo kick last summer, and I was like, you know what Aunt Jessie does? She gets some and then puts Reese's on it and goes back. She does, and she goes, dang, she really like candy.
Caleb's one time was $14. He piles it. So I tell him, which, hi, let's feed into the health issue. You have to eat that whole thing. If you're gonna get them, you have to eat the whole thing. So he'll come, and so he's not allowed to anymore. So he'll get one, and he'll sit down, and it'll be $8. He's like, I'm going to eat the whole thing. I'm like, well, you don't have to eat the whole thing. Jeez.
See, I don't
Kids can
like
have
frozen
diabetes.
yogurt. I don't like it.
Oh, I love it.
The only one I do like is Nuyos, and when they have the mango flavor, and then I do the mango with the brownie bits, that's yummy.
Yeah.
I love their cake batter. But so one location has cake batter no matter what. Other ones rotates the flavor.
I hate that.
And the one closest to my house rotates the flavor, and they never have it. And so then I'm like, ugh, I don't even care. But the cake batter, oh, do you know what I found? I've been making stuff in my Ninja Creamy. They have cake batter extract.
Oh.
You already said this. You already told us this. Or was that me
It
and you?
smells like Timothy's Bakery. It smells like buttercream.
Does it taste artificial?
Well, I haven't used it yet. I just smelling it. It smells so
Story
good.
time listeners. Jessica and Stiner have a love affair with a bakery in Woodland that does buttercream cakes, buttercream frosting. Timothy's. They have been known to order their very own cakes and eat them by themselves. Leah and I are not as big of fans. I don't like buttercream frosting. I prefer whipped cream frosting, but we don't get our choice. Those two always win.
Well, no, for starters, we're usually ordering the cake for the specific person. So if the birthday girl likes buttercream frosting, she's going to get buttercream frosting. If it's your birthday, we'll get you nasty whipped cream frosting.
And if
we're not even going to that bakery, you can go to Nugget or Safeway. You can get a basic cake because what's the point?
Well, and listeners, if you're ever have the privilege of having a meal with us or sharing dessert with us, don't ever let them see you scrape frosting off your dessert.
No, you can do that. You can do that. Just don't disrespect it by throwing it in the trash.
Yeah.
That's great. When people disrespect it, don't get a corner piece when you know you don't like frosting.
That's what gets me.
And throw it away.
That's
You're fired. You're not invited anymore. You're done. You don't get cake.
I don't like frosting. And then you get the corner piece. You know what you say? You say, I'm sorry, this is too much frosting. Can you please give me another piece? I'll go and take the corner piece. But I'm always first. Like,
or
I'm first.
Be considerate.
No worries.
You know we love it. Say, hey, do you guys want my frosting? Yeah, I don't care if you licked your fork. I will take that frosting. Absolutely. Pile it on. I don't care.
But yeah, pretty much.
Well, it's not like a stranger. I'm not going to have a stranger even eat my cake because that's my other thing. Is like, I don't announce that cake's ready because I want it for me. So it's like, yeah, I think there was cake somewhere. I don't know. I'm not going to pass it out to you. And then I want to know before I give you a piece, do you appreciate the frosting or are you going to disrespect it? Straight up. Because if
we're normal people.
No, my birthday, I had to go around because there wasn't a cleanup crew for my surprise party. I was the cleanup crew. I had to go around and pick up plates of freaking frosting. And they ate the actual cake. Who even likes the cake part? I could literally, they could put frosting on cardboard and I would just lick the cardboard. Like
I would too. Oh, I scrape it off. But this is because of our mother.
Yeah.
Who at every party goes and the back of the cake scrapes the bottom of the piping before it's served or anything. She tried to do it on your cake, but it was around. And it was like, you can't, like, we can't do that.
I think
like
she
you
did
gotta
poke her finger in it though. Somebody poked their finger in it.
I think I did. Not to get the frosting though. I was putting the flowers on it.
That cake I ate that cake every morning. I mean, just call me Leah. I was so excited to wake up every morning.
You only had one piece a day?
I didn't have to fit into this dress. I said, I'm ordering a cake when we get back. And then I was like, well, we got to go to South Carolina. I'm planning. I'm going to get it 2-tiered. I am trying to
wait till I'm coming. Wait till I'm coming into town.
Why don't you take a cake with you up there?
I feel like that's a commitment I'm not ready for.
Yeah.
Traveling 8 hours with the cake.
And do you know what it was like trying to figure out?
No. To Tahoe. I mean, to the mountains.
I don't feel like anybody's gonna appreciate it, and I kind of just wanted it at my own house, and I just want to be here with it
Before her birthday, she and I would be talking. And I'm like, oh my gosh, do you know what sounds so good? Is a Timothy's bakery cake. Like, if you had to go get one, what would you get? She's like, oh, I'd get this. I'm like, okay, that's what I'm. She's like, but wait a minute. No. I don't know if I would do that flavor. I think I would do this flavor. And I'm like, mother F, pick a flavor. I have to order this cake. Like, what do you want?
I'm not kidding you, Jessica. I'm willing to wait for you to be here. I'm thinking about doing a cake testing, like a tasting. And here's why. I love their fudge marble.
Yeah,
but I want to branch out to like, what about lemon? Like, would lemon be delicious with some raspberry? But I don't want to commit that to like a whole cake. So I'm thinking about, I know it's crazy, but I'm really getting married. So it's like, let's go do a cake tasting.
Never mind the fact that I think you've already purchased a wedding cake from a previous wedding. I've purchased a wedding cake from I think we know all the flavors.
The pisser is they remember me. So I can't even, it could be because I come in the back door. Because I don't walk in like a normal person.
I think I am so down. I am down for a cake taste.
And I heard he's selling and I was like,
is he really?
Kelly,
Is he really?
Oh. Yeah. And I'm like,
well,
I told him, I need to buy.
Yeah, he's
old. No, so then I tell Kelly, I want to buy this place. He goes, we'll buy the building. That's what's important. And I go, no, the buttercream frosting recipe is what's important. I don't care. He goes, well, it's an investment. No, sir, not for me.
The bakery.
You're going to have to take your Peloton down there. And you're just going to have to be on your Peloton eating your frosting.
I would literally, and I was thinking like, I wonder if I would get tired of it eventually. No, I would not. I wouldn't. How could you?
Would you want to work in Woodland though? Oops.
You know, that's 2 times.
Yeah.
2 times.
It's more than that. I wouldn't care.
I think you would just have people running the bakery, right? And you just pop in and pick your cake up.
I don't know. I feel like I'm a control freak. I don't know what I would do.
I think you would get sick of it. I know you think you wouldn't. You would totally get sick.
She did take a cake decorating class. She probably could go in there and decorate some cakes.
I would like to think that I would probably be the head decorator.
Yeah.
I would like to think that I'd probably be giving tips and tricks.
Between your sewing and your cake decorating, you're just like this little Susie homemaker.
Yeah. The problem is I don't do any of those things currently, but I'm probably going to start probably with the chair covers first, get that under control. You guys are going to be like, I need you to hem these pants. I need you to do this. Okay, fine. I have to work at 3 a.m. because I own a bakery now. All over the place. But I'm willing to do it. I am. Also,
until it interrupts with your nap.
Yeah, exactly.
I do cherish my morning naps. That would be hard to give up. I could have a bed at okay, I also want to do a Pilates. I want to still kind of be an instructor a little bit.
You burned that bridge.
Oh.
You burned that bridge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I'm working in the mornings. She calls me. We talk while she goes to Pilates. Then she calls me after Pilates, like, okay, I'm going to go home and go back to bed. Like, I hate you. Like, what? This is not fair.
Didn't she threaten to sue Pilates because of the whole instructor thing?
Yeah, but I feel everybody's over that. I do.
She still goes. Her membership is still active. So, I mean, they can't be that bad.
Do you ever think about
stop the membership? She's paying money.
Leah, do you ever think about if you want a Pilates machine at your house?
All the time. I told Kirk he could make me one.
I sent Leah on Instagram. I sent Leah the little cheap one. I'm like, here you go. I mean, it's like $100. She's like, oh, thanks. She was so nice about it.
Think about it. Just because, like, if you put your email address in, you get 10% off. It's only $90.
You might get free shipping. You never know.
Yeah, I would love one. One of my instructors was saying that she has one at her house. And she lives in an apartment. I'm like, okay, surely I could find it.
But here's the thing. I don't feel like I'd be as motivated. Like, something about the class.
No, I just don't. I don't know enough. But I also know that for all the liability reasons, we're not allowed to do all of the things that you can do on a reformer, which is annoying because I think there's some really good exercises that you can do, but they don't let us do it at our place. So I would like to be able to try that kind of stuff out.
Have you done the 2.5 mastery class?
Huh?
Have you done the 2.5 mastery class?
They don't offer that one.
Yeah, they do at mine.
They don't at mine.
You should come up here. We'll do it together. I'm so scared. You have to get approval.
Oh, see, our 2.0, you have to get approval.
Yeah, there's a 2.5 and it's never sold out. We should do it.
Oh. Well, how do you get your approval for it?
Right.
I don't know. One teacher, because I was like, and she's like, she pulled me aside and had me do like these little exercises. She's like, yeah, you could do it. I was like, oh, okay. It was like, can you sit up into a V?
Oh, we'll bring DeAnna and Jesse to that one.
Yeah,
I've
let's
already
go.
done it. I don't need to do it again.
You did a 1.0 beginner level, couldn't get easier. No, you did an intro class. You literally cannot get easier than an intro class.
Well, try to tell them. I had to go fold this body into a V, and then I had to do the little flitters, and then I had to put a ball underneath.
I thought about writing a letter on your behalf because I really feel like you got.
No, but wait a second. Let's look at something here. The next day you were sore, right?
Yes.
So you worked some muscles. That was the whole point.
But the whole point was you told her she was going to be laying down in a
Right.
dimly lit room and not even sweat. She was dripping sweat while she was outside waiting for her ride to pick her up.
I think they had the heater up too high. That's all. I think they had the heater up too high. DeAnna, I really think you need to try it again.
I'm on board for her trying it again too.
Why don't we all just do it? An intro class. I have the perfect place. I know the teacher that we need to go to for this, and you both can try it. Me and Leah will be there for like, in case you drop your ball, we can grab it.
No, I'll get a cramp. I'm good.
She would get a cramp.
You don't know how to rub out my cramp. Mom will have to come.
Stiner knows how to do it. She knows how to get in your face and yell at you.
I had one at her house, and she had to give me a muscle relaxer to get it out.
That was a rough one. I thought you don't get cramps ever since you've had your RFA.
No, I get them. I mean, I haven't gotten one, but it feels like I'm going to get one. Like last night, I thought I was going to get one.
Well, maybe Pilates would help you not get cramps. Ever think of that?
Better since you've lost weight?
No.
Listeners, Jessica gets random cramps.
No, it's not random. I broke my back at some point in my life. I'm not sure when. I think it was giving birth. So I get cramps from my knee to my hip and I pass out. It's the most painful thing in the whole wide world. And I've had an ablation on my back where they burn the nerves to try and fix it. I've done everything. I've seen special chiropractors. I've done medication. I've done everything. I cannot get it. If I stand up wrong, if I turn wrong in bed, I get it. And it is horrible. And the only way I
wear a certain shoe.
Yeah, if I wear a certain shoe. And so, or if I wear my pants too tight. And the only person that knows how to rub it out is my mother.
So she travels everywhere with her mommy.
Yes. I'm telling you, when I travel by myself, when I used to have to go to work to the corporate office, I would freak out that I was going to get one. Because what am I going to do? I'm just going to die in my hotel room. I'll die. I'm going to slide off the bed. My face is going to be all over that nasty carpet. So I don't love traveling alone for that very reason. I need a life alert.
Well, okay. I think that a lot of it's mental. I do. I don't know how you can trick yourself into having a cramp, but I think you get into like panic mode, probably tense up. I don't know. It's just my 2 cents.
You have been with me when I've had like 4 in front of you. I'm literally just sitting on a couch and go to stand up. Or I'm sitting on your bed and I get one. Like, how am I? I'm not even stressing about it. I don't even know. It just hits me. It's an attack.
We'll have to save that for another. We're going to have a special guest that's like a psychologist. Maybe they can talk to Leah about getting help now for her
I
spitting.
think we need to bring Michelle on because Michelle has lots of diabetes information.
Oh,
there you go.
Well, listeners, that wraps up our health and fitness segment of our podcast, The Real MVPs. Thank you for joining us. Tune in next week for some sort of random off-topic, thoughtful conversation. Thank you. See you next time.